Yo, do you guys know when you're like just in a really good mood and you're just gonna make like 10 YouTube videos in one go? Like me today. If you can't tell by the exact same look and positioning as the previous two videos, depending on the order I upload in. But, anyways, another thing I really wanted to talk about today is how to make your own super duper bougie candle at home for $15 or less, or maybe 20. This is what it looks like. You can use any container you want and any wicks you want, but wooden wicks are like so bougie, come on. So I burned this one time, and you can see I got pretty lucky with the wick placement. Like, it melts it pretty evenly. I also love this scent. So, how did I make this beautiful, super bougie, expensive looking candle for, let's call it $20? First of all, you could probably guess Dollar Tree. But second of all, eBay. So if you are patient and can wait long enough, you can get wooden wicks for pretty cheap on eBay. So I got a kit of like probably 20 or 30. I got 4 of these bags. Like, they have a bunch of clips. Oh, this is 10 of them. Okay, so I got 10 wicks and 10 matching metal clips, and I got 4 bags of these for like $6.50, which is such a good deal. I literally used less than 1 bag for this candle. And I have a few tips about wooden wicks, because for some reason people are so scared of them and they won't use them, and then they're like, oh my god, I use wooden wicks and it wouldn't light, and you gotta pre-soak them in wax, but then it still doesn't work. And but man, you don't have to do any of that. There's some nasty stuff on this. Okay. So what you really have to do with these wooden wicks is you need to use 2 in 1 clip. So one of these wicks is 2, which you can see pretty easily. They kind of separated a little bit when they were burning. And you don't need to pre-soak them in wax or anything like that. You just put them in the clips. And they sell these like stickers to stick the holder onto the bottom of the candle. But I just used a hot glue gun. Like, it doesn't really matter what you use. And you know Dollar Tree's not using those stickers. Like, to do this, I melted down some Dollar Tree candles, and their like wick holders were just stuck on the bottom with some random glue. So you can use whatever you want. You could even use tape. But yeah, how I did this was, first I picked a really nice plain bowl at Dollar Tree, and I feel like black bowls, just something about the simplicity and elegance of black makes it look expensive. So I found this nice shallow black bowl, and it's wide enough to do 3 wicks, which I think we all know that 3 wick candles are more fancy than 1 wick. Oh my god, look at it's like a solid chunk. Anyway, yeah, so I got the bowl at Dollar Tree. Let me go in order. And then I know I like these candles, so with Dollar Tree candles, some of them, like, they all smell good when you like open them and put them right on your nose. But a lot of them, when you light them, you can't really smell it around your house. But I've had this one multiple times, and you can smell it around your house. It's called Beach Bonfire. It basically smells like you're having a big bonfire and roasting s'mores on the beach. Actually, I don't even know why they call it beach. It just straight up smells like s'mores. But it's really good. I like it. And so I think I got 8 of these. I think I used 8 or 9. And what I did was I boiled some water. Like, I put them all in this pan I have and filled up the water to maybe here on them, because you definitely don't want the water going into them, but like fill it up to here and let the water boil until you see that the wax is all completely melted. And while the wax is melting, you can put your wicks, 2 in each clip, however many you're going to use, and then hot glue them into place. And make sure you place them that it'll evenly heat the wax. Like, you don't have to be perfect, but like, don't just stick one in the middle here. Like, then you're just gonna have this small pool, and then the sides are just gonna not ever get melted, you know what I'm saying? So think about the shape of your container and where the wicks need to go. And then your wax will be melted, so you'll want to use some like sturdy tongs, and probably an oven mitt would be a good idea. And then pour them just in there, and you don't need to pour them directly over the wick or anything. Just pour them in. You know, the wax is liquid. It's going to be like, it's going to take the shape of the container, and then once it's full, which I probably could have done with one less candle's worth because this is like the fullest it could get, but once it's full, you're done. If there's any candles left over, let them re-solidify. Oh, something you need to make sure when you're melting the candles. These have wicks in them. Duh. What you don't want to do is just melt them with the wicks and then pour the candle wax with the wick holder all into your new candle, because now you're gonna have wicks and wick holders just popping up out of nowhere, like when you're melting your candle. So once mine was melted, I just used some pliers I had, but probably if you had really long tweezers or like another set of small tongs, that'd be better. But just use something so you don't have to use your fingers to pull things out of hot wax to like remove the wicks and the wick holders before you pour the wax, so you're not trying to fish them out of the candle while it's drying and stuff. Let me clear this thing off. Okay, so yeah, once your candles are melted and you've removed the wick and the wick holder, then you pour them into your bowl, and if it's this big, let it sit for at least 48 hours before you light it, because even though the top might look like it's completely cooled, you have to think that the absolute middle inside has to be cooled, and that's going to take a lot longer than you think. So to be safe, 48 hours should be completely sufficient. I didn't really think through it when I was pouring mine, so I was pouring it right next to the stove because that's where I had boiled the candles. And then it's like people want to cook and use the kitchen, and it's like, can I move this thing? Well, no, because it's hot wax. It's like full to the top. So kind of be aware of that, or like at least have like pour it over a tray where you can like carry it somewhere else where it won't be disturbed. But yeah, that's how I made this candle. So like this bowl was $1. Each of these candles was $1. Let's say I got 9, so that's $10 of Dollar Tree stuff. And then on eBay you can get, literally I got 40 of these with the clamps for $6.50. So for $16.50 I made this candle, and it's completely customizable. You can pick whatever scent you want, you can pick whatever bowl you want, you can do whatever wicks you want, and you can have yourself a nice like $50 to $80 looking fancy candle that's exactly what you want for under $20. So you're welcome. If you really jump on it right now, you could probably make some of these for your friends and family for Christmas. And I'm sure they'd love it, and they'll be like, oh my god, where'd you get this super fancy candle? It's so nice. And then you'll be like, girl, I made it. And they'll be like, oh my god, you're like so smart and crafty. And you'll be like, yes, I am. At least that's how my conversation would go. I don't know about anyone else. But yeah, I lit this the other day to, okay, more about wooden wicks. So you do not have to pre-treat them. You don't have to soak them in wax. You just stick them on the bottom. The most important thing is the length of the wicks right when you start burning them. They should be about, I'm gonna look at a tape measure so I don't tell you wrong. Like a little bit less than a 1/4 inch high. So they should be almost as close to the wax as you can get them. Like this is probably as high as they should be. You can see that the wax did go away a little bit. Like it ate some of the wax in here the first time I lit it. So they were probably 1 or 2 millimeters shorter than this when I lit them. And that is the optimal height. Like it might look better to have a wick like this tall sticking out of there, but it's not going to light as well, because basically what has to happen is it just has to burn down the wood to the wax. So then you're just gonna have a bunch of wood ash sitting on top of your candle, and it's like you might have to keep relighting it and stuff. So just trim it really close to the wax the first time you burn it, and then after that I think it should be easy to light. Actually, let's light it right now. This is my little sissy lighter. because I don't like using the ones like this because you have to get your hand by it, so I have the sissy version. No shame. No shame in being a sissy. Alright. I'm going to take this phone. Yep. And we are going to switch the angle here and see if we can light this right next to my electronics genius. Okay. Oh, another good thing about the wooden wicks is they make this nice crackling sound. I love this. I know you can hear that. That's like pretty loud. Yeah. So that's what it looks like when it's lit. It's super cute. It smells really good. If it's nice and quiet in the room, you can hear the crackling sound. Like, let me shut up right now. Comment below, should I do like an hour worth of ASMR where I just like record this? That would be like really cool, right? I could totally do that. But yeah, so these lighted successfully the first time. And like I said, they were probably 2 millimeters less than a 1/4 inch. Sorry for using every unit possible in that sentence, but that's the truth. And they obviously lit just fine the second time, which will probably mean they'll light fine every time after this. And you can already see where the melt pool was the first time by that outline, and I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. So yeah, you can make yourself a nice fancy candle for less than $20 using just Dollar Tree and whatever wicks you can find on eBay. I recommend wooden wicks. They are not that scary to work with, but if you're scared, you can use normal wicks too. And you know what? If you're melting down Dollar Tree candles that you haven't used before, they're going to come with a wick. Just pull out the wick when you're making the candle before you pour the wax. And like glue the wicks that were already in the Dollar Tree candles into your container. Now you can make it for $10. Dang, dude. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching. And if you're interested in crafty stuff like this, ways to save money, how to make some cool things, you know, I also do like product reviews, like on beauty products and like skincare stuff. I have some cute guinea pigs and cats that I make videos of. We have a whole pets playlist, and that playlist does include a guinea pig bath and a cat bath, so if you're interested, that is there. And I also talk about saving money, making money, investing, and finances, which don't be biased, people. Just because I'm like a white blonde female that's in my 20s doesn't mean I can't be into saving money. Like, geez. That wasn't directed at you, though. Just everyone else. That was a joke. Sorry. Thanks for watching. Like this if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see all the other cool stuff. Bye.